Well, guys, it's that time of the month again, as it is now time to do the November recap of the 2024 MTWS season, the last one before the season ends next month, as this one was delayed because of BS I had to deal with today. So, of course, in November, we had Jacksonville on November 3rd, then Las Vegas on November 10th, then our debut in Kansas City on the 17th, then our return to Fargo on the 20th, Foxborough the 24th, and of course yesterday our return to Julian for Thanksgiving. So now to recap it so far, as we now have 11 trucks that have qualified for the 2024 MTWS season, as half the field's still to go and all that. Anyways, Outlaw, of course, right now is the leader in the point stands. It's right now just a race between it and Shatter, but I'm sure as we get closer to the end of the year, it's going to change, with trucks maybe catching up. So in terms of racing record, Ye Plunder still stuns everyone, as it has the not only the most wins, it has the best racing record too. It's won 81.5% of its races. I just can't believe it. Like, this year accounts for, I think, over half, if not 2/3 or 3/4 of Ye Plunder's total wins. Just insane how much it's dominated in racing. I don't know what happened to it, but it's dominant. Outlaw has the second most total wins with 20. It and Ye Plunder are the only ones with 20 wins. But Ye Plunder has the best racing record. And the second one looks like Shatter. Shatter's been falling off lately. Shatter had like one of the best racing records in the league early on here, but now it's been falling off a little bit. Even though it did get the sweep, of course, in Foxborough. And then, of course, Patriots right behind with it's been doing really good in freestyle the last 3 weeks. It's competed in one freestyle, remember, too, in Fargo. Insane performance, as it actually ties Shatter with 18 wins as well. Mad Dog, 14-7. Oh, yeah, and also for freestyle points, you got, looks like Shatter has the most freestyle points and all that. I don't know if anyone's close. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's really that close. Alright, so in second place looks like Outlaws with 294 points. So, wow. Alright, but anyways, as we were talking about earlier, Mad Dog is 4th place right now. Nitro is 5th. Blood Rage, despite not doing so well in racing, is still there. And of course, there's Ye Plunder at the 7th spot. Eruption made the championship, and it's doing this despite having a losing record. It still has a losing record, even though I don't know if it's even doing better now in racing, because its racing record's kind of bad. It really needs a turnaround big time. But I guess in its eyes, doesn't matter. I'm in the championship no matter what. I mean, Wild Ride had a really great event just yesterday in Julian, getting the racing win, as it has I think it has the 3rd best racing record in terms of winning percentage right now. So that was a big turnaround after Wild Ride was struggling early on the year. Impala not doing as well in racing this year, nor freestyle, but did qualify. Fireball, oh my goodness, 11-10 record. And remember, 3 of those losses were from the same event in Baltimore back in September for the Arena Tour, so that definitely hurts it. It's not doing good. Crush and Run, just barely missing out at the moment, because I'm not sure if people qualify right now, because it's going to be crowded coming up soon, so I think it might be a little too early to say that they're in just yet. 11-11 record. Not really good, but pretty good freestyle, though, if you think about it. Destroyer course, 8-9. I think it looks like the 4th highest points total in freestyle. Remember, it did win racing back in Miami, although that was a month ago now. Shadowrun, dominant freestyle performance, as it is right there, hanging there, despite its horrible racing record. Power Forward, a former racing champion, 9-9 right now. Again, not having good luck in racing. Crazy Bull, the defending racing champion. It's all over the place in racing, that's for sure. But it has a winning record, so hanging in there, but still not qualified just yet. Flying Falcon, losing record, but still in there. Crazy. It's hanging in there. Its racing record isn't that bad for it not being a racer, but it's still a losing record at the moment. And it's been really good in freestyle, even though it took a major L in Julian when it flipped early. That really hurt. But it's doing a pretty good job in freestyle, but still has yet to qualify for championship. Prowler, oh my god. Prowler in November was insane. It had a 9-0 record at one point in racing, remember. It won racing in Las Vegas from round 1, and then it won racing again in Kansas City next week. Consecutive wins, beaten Impala twice, but once in the finals in Las Vegas, and then beat Thunderbolt in Kansas City. It beat the arch rivals. And then the next week, next Sunday in Foxborough, it actually got the number 2 qualifier, but it ended up losing, ending its streak. That 9-0 record consecutively might have been up there as like one of the best in MTWS history. And that really will help Prowler potentially make the championship, but still got a long season to go. Thunderbolt not doing good this year compared to last year. It was like one of the last trucks to to contend for the points championship, remember. This year it's not doing so well, unfortunately. The Monster Razor, remember at the beginning of the year it won the first race this season in Minneapolis? It's like barely hanging in there and such. Not been doing good lately. Bling got a needed win. Where was it again? Because I know it won freestyle. Was it Jacksonville? I can't remember. It won in freestyle this year, and it really needed it. No, it was Houston. There we go. But hanging in there. Stinger made it to the finals. I can't remember. Was it Jacksonville? It made the finals somewhere, and it got a really needed boost in its point stands as it's barely hanging on. And War Machine by tiebreakers right there as well. Total Chaos is missing out by a tiebreaker with its 5-10 record. And then there's Crusher, who has a winning record. Remember, won racing in Reno a month ago, but right now is out of the point stands at the moment. And then there's Predator, who has like the worst racing record of the season, a 2-9 mark. Got its 2 wins, remember, in Kansas City. But it's made the comeback and it's hanging in there. And then there's Madness, Outrage, continuing to struggle in racing as it's still not been doing good lately to try and get into the championship. It needs to turn around. Then there's Crasher. Topsy Turvy had a massive turnaround recently. It had a 4-1 mark at one point. It really helped it in racing, but it's still behind. Then there's Daisy Chain, Night Stalker, despite winning freestyle in Reno, Bone Crusher, Damage Control, Polar Storm actually has a not bad racing record, but still out of the mix. Locomotion, and then High Flying, Reckless Intent, and last place is Venom, despite having a 5-6 record and such. So yeah, Venom might be on the verge of being eliminated probably by now, but I think it's a backloaded truck, so it has like a whole bunch of events near the end of the year. Honestly, if anything, High Flying might be the closest to being eliminated, since after all, it does have 10 losses, but I think it was Fast Loser a couple times I think it was Reno it competed in, so that might influence it. So yeah, right now, of course, we have 11 trucks in the championship, so 13 spots still to go. Crush and Run just barely. I think next time out Crush and Run competes, it will probably get in by default, even if it does horrible, because it's right there on the mark. Same goes for Destroyer somewhat right there, and Shadowrun. And then there's Power 4, of course. All trucks so far this year, when they got to 1,200 points, they qualified, but I'm slowing down on that because I think it's starting to get a little crowded back here, that maybe it might be better to wait and see how the season goes. But right now, Outlaw, Shatter, Patriot, Mad Dog, Nitro, Blood Rage, G-Plunder, Eruption, Wild Ride, Impala, and Fireball in the championship. And right now, Outlaw has the points lead, just barely over Shatter. They're the 2 front runners right now to try and win. If Shatter wins, it'll be the first time ever a truck repeated as the points champion, and it'll tie Outlaw for the most points championships win. I think Outlaw's gotten 2. And then if Outlaw wins it, it'll be the first truck ever to get 3 of them. That'll be insane. But we still got 7 events left to go this year to see who's going to qualify and all that. So, of course, tomorrow night, December 1st, we're going to make our debut in Salt Lake City. Then on December 8th, it'll be in New Orleans. Then on December 15th, it'll be in Cincinnati. And then our final non-live event will be December 22nd in Daytona, our debut there. Then we're going to get our 3 final regular season events that are live. The first up, of course, the final part of the Arena Tour, which will be our debut in Oklahoma City, live on YouTube on December 24th. And then our season finale is on December 29th. First in Detroit at 3 p.m. December 29th. And then finally, our season wraps up in Glendale, 8 p.m. December 29th. And, of course, remember the Runners-Up Cup, the 2024 Runners-Up Cup will be January 25th. And then the championship will be February 1st, all in Baltimore. Alright, guys, so that's the second to last recap of the season. Next time we see this, it'll be the day after the season ends, where we're going to see who's going to qualify and a final recap of how everyone did. Alright, guys, so hope you enjoyed, and see you all next time when the season ends.